take my time, but making you tremble, kissing them places that you like. It's pouring from heaven, girl, it's a blessing I invite. I'm living a fantasy when I look you in your eyes. I need you badly, whisper in my ear. I know it's your one and only, I hear you loud and clear. Focus on my voice and let the world just disappear. And when you start feeling it, girl, don't stop until you're near. And when you're there, baby, say, now let it go. Wanting more with every stalk, cause she never felt like this before. And she don't make no joke. Give me la la la, come on, my baby. Give me la 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 la, my darling. Give me la la la, come on, my baby. Give me la 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 la. My girl know I'm picky, know what she plump and picky. She pretty and me love her straight, no need no itty-bitty. She in my pussy, baby. She tell me what we do, she make her pussy crazy, yeah. And it no matter what we do, we all love vibe all night. I'll be right here no matter rain or shine. You can give me the night, give me the morning, right? Type of love and make a woman sing like, oh, let it go. Wanting more with every stalk, cause she never felt like this before. And she don't make no joke. Give me la la la, come on, my baby. Give me la 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 la, my
What up, Shags? Baby. Crazy. Jags, how you been? Morning, come on. Hello, hello, hello. Right. La 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 la. La 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 la. Good enough, right? Good enough. Jags, what's going on? How you been? ICM, hello, hello, hello. Just enjoyed the last name in Paris before we head to Amsterdam. God damn, that's a trip and a half, Jags. I have never, ever been across the pond, as we would call it, to Paris, Amsterdam, Europe, anywhere over there. Must be phenomenal. I'm burnt to a crisp, though. Like, I mean, I am burnt to a crisp. I am redder than red. My whole chest and back's just one big tomato. So our trip was great. We went to this place called Southampton and then Sauble Beach, and so it's only like 2.5, 3 hours from our place, but it was definitely worth the trip and going away. Absolutely. I don't know. We're thinking about going to. We're thinking about booking and going to the falls. Again, that's only like 2 hours away from me. Maybe 2.5 hours away from me. So yeah. So yeah. La 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 la. That was weird. Jags, how are you enjoying your trip? I hope it's awesome. So for me today, it was a pretty easy topic of what we're going to discuss, like streaming and stress. And so I noticed a lot of people's tweets lately. I heard this is where the party's at. I mean, it's not a big party. It's just more of a get-together, Pistol. It's a get-together. But it's kind of funny because we were literally, again, just talking about... here, let me put on full screen. There we go. Yeah, I'm red. I'm like a friggin' tomato. I'm like a tomato, like literally. Everywhere about me is just beet red. But like I said, I had literally seen some tweets lately from a lot of different people. I was just kind of touring around, and I noticed the amount of streamers that are stressed, right? Like, I'm loving it. The change of the atmosphere is different. Trying to learn some French, but I am not doing well at that, and trying to learn Dutch. Yeah, you can't learn that on the fly, Chags. You can't learn that stuff on the fly, dude. It was a good try, though. But you can't learn that on the fly. You got to know the language when you're going into it. But yeah, getting back to like today, it was definitely like, I just see so many. It's like half and half. So I think there's some streamers that are getting burned out and don't realize that you got to take time for yourself, right? And so there's definitely a fine balance between taking time for yourself and constantly worrying about the stream. So like, I'm kind of guilty for that, because you could see that. Well, not really. So I was on vacation and I was enjoying everything and doing everything that I wanted to do. And then when we were kind of back at the hotel and it's like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, things are winding down. Then you'd see me tweet out a giveaway or something, right? But I really wasn't doing any stream work while I was gone. I took a bunch of videos, but that's just natural to be doing that, right? So I think there's a lot of streamers that are so worried about numbers and I have to do this and stay on top and that they lose their family time. They lose, their summers and falls blow by, and they're, you know what I mean? Still trying to take in, why would you want a wedding on a boat? Are you kidding me? Why wouldn't you, Chags? How big's the boat, though? If it's one of those little gondola things, it would be awesome. Maybe they're in the Navy. Who knows, right? That's a good question. Who knows? That I don't know, Chags. That I don't know. But again, I feel like streamers need to literally balance home life, vacation, what's healthy for you, and numbers and everything else, right? So unless you're a full-time streamer, I wouldn't be worrying about it so much. And even if you were a full-time streamer, what's up, Squidward? You're still going to want to be like everybody else. And if you're working full-time, you're going to want a vacation. So I'm not understanding why streamers are not mentally and physically taking time for themselves. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, I know that when I come home after a week, there's still going to be people there, or there's going to be people doing their vacations, or, you know what I mean? That's just summertime. So why streamers stress June, July, and August about numbers is beyond me. Numbers are always going to be down in the summer. People are always going to be on vacation and doing whatever they do. And it's like, streamers stress out way too much. And I noticed a couple other comments on Twitter about streamers talking about other streamers like showing back what they put in. And the harsh reality of networking is you will never, ever, ever get out of networking what you put into networking. And so, again, I had a business plan of what I wanted to do the last 7, 8, 9 months of this, and then this, and then this, and then this. So, streamers, again, it's just the harsh reality of streamers is you could put an enormous amount of hours and money into all these other streams. At the end of the day, you're never going to get that back. You're never going to get all these streamers coming back to you. You're never going to get the money that you put in. You're never going to get anything. Because they're literally, these streamers are in it for themselves just as much as the next person. And so you could have, like for me, I'm a community guy, whether it's our stream or touring around and supporting other communities. But 90 or 95% of people aren't like that. And they may come around, just say hi and then leave, just for the point of saying hi and leave. And that's really not community. That's not interaction. That's not networking. But you're never, if you expect to get back what you put into other people, then you're automatically looking at it the wrong way. And so I see a lot of streamers, I would say the last 2 or 3 weeks, posting that they're not getting back what they put in. And they get disheartened very quickly. But the reason for networking is not to get back what you put in, because you're only going to get a small percentage. It's kind of like sub counts. So you could have 3,500 followers, but you should only expect maybe 1% of those, or 5% or 10% of those to be actually sub. So everything's percentages and, right? So I just try and tell streamers that I've really learned, first of all, you need to balance your time at home with when you're streaming and when it's time to go to work. So for me, I look after the house during the day. I look after the family. I look after me mentally and all my appointments that I have during the day. And then when I need my break, or when it's time to, do my 3 or 4 hour stream, then that's the time slot that's that I've allowed myself to do that, right? So I hate to see when people only join for giveaways and don't want to play the customs. But that's the nature of the beast. You know what I mean, Squidward? That's absolutely 100% how it goes, unfortunately. So it's just like, it's like our Twitter giveaways. So we do Twitter giveaways on the daily, and that's the nature of the beast. So once you design something like that, then that's the majority of what you're going to get. So by us doing Twitter giveaways every day, and YouTube giveaways, it's kind of moved a lot of those people. They kind of stayed at Twitter and YouTube, right? The giveaway people on Twitch is actually a pretty small percentage. I know it sounds messed up, but it's actually a small percentage of people that come in. And the only reason you get people that come in and go giveaway, exclamation mark giveaway, is because you have it in your title. So it all depends on what clickbait you have in your title. If you have giveaway, then they're going to come in and ask what the giveaway is, right? Unless you have in your title what you're actually giving away, then they won't come in and click giveaway, right? And also how everybody wants stuff for free. They want it now. They want it for free, and et cetera, right? So again, it's about the nature of the beast, just how you deal with it when they come through, right? And that's Twitch. Twitch can be a little toxic. I'm noticing that the stream's probably about 10 or 12 seconds behind too. So for me, what I say and then what comes up on YouTube, just so you guys know, it's like a 10 or 12 second delay. So, and as you can see, I'm just a tad on the red side. So if people don't win the giveaway, they leave. So Squidward, there's ways around that. So if you think about it, Squidward, so for me, I put times on mine. right? So what happens is, first of all, let's backtrack to how many actual giveaway streams do giveaways. Let's talk about that quick. There's a lot of streams that have giveaway in their titles, and then they have butts with them. So a lot of people that put giveaway in their stream is really just clickbaiting. I can't tan or burn. Dude, look at mine. Look how red I am, dude. I'm like a freaking tomato. Look how red I am. I'm like a tomato. Oh, yeah, dude. Like, I'm like a tomato. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's a burn. And this is from like 3 days ago. But how many streams have giveaway in their chat and don't do them? So people will put like 2,000 V-Buck giveaway at 25 concurrent viewers. Or we'll do a 1,000 V-Buck giveaway after 2,500 bits donated or. So it's literally, you know, they're just clickbaiting the crap out of people, and they're screwing over community streams or giveaway streams like mine that are 100% legit and do everything on the up and up. So those streams literally, again, give other streams bad names, right? Are they legit? And so that's also why, you know, on Twitter and YouTube, I continue that on, because we want to make sure that everybody knows on all of our platforms that what we do and what we give away is absolutely legit, right? So, but when it comes to giveaways, dude, there's always ways around it, right? So if you just let people know, either if you sit here and do a giveaway and tell somebody, we're going to do a giveaway this stream, I don't know when, and I'm not going to tell you, you're just going to have to be here. How many people do you think is going to stay? How many? 0. That's when you're going to have the problem. And so, for me, it's much easier if I go, okay, the stream starts at 7, we do our intro, we're going to do giveaways at 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, and by 10 or 10:30 when we shut it down, we'll see if we do a Bombers giveaway. You know what I mean? So, again, it's about, you know, it's all about just balancing and keeping people or bringing them back. So, the people that are going to stay in our streams are going to stay in our streams, right? And the people are going to bounce back at 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. So, you may lose them for 30 or 40 minutes, but I'm going to gain them back, right? They're going to be like, they're going to come back and go, did I miss the giveaway? No, actually, it's in 10 minutes. Or, yeah, you missed it, but we have another one at 9:30. So, either way, you keep them coming back. And if it's just for the giveaways, then so be it, right? So, the thing is people just need to have thicker skin when it comes to some things, right? So it's kind of like when we were running our customs, we were drawing in the wrong crowd that was just not what I wanted. And so most streamers would let people away with cheating or doing whatever they want in order to run the numbers on their stream. And for me, I would rather get rid of these people after a month or 2 or 3, who really cares, in order to draw in the crowd that I want to draw in, and it's not them. And so I'm not afraid on my stream to either go, you know, if you're literally in here cheating, or you have 20 accounts trying to win, or get out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not afraid to be that streamer, that literally says, hey, you know, I don't care. At the end of the day, if I lose 5 people with 10 or 20 fake accounts, oh well, there's always that next person. It's Twitch, right? Or it's YouTube or Twitter or wherever. There's always another person that comes in behind them. So for me, I know that there's, you know, Yeah, we don't want the tool sheds, right? And so we've designed a fun, lighted up 50-50 community. And I always tell people we're like 50% family friendly, 50% not, right? Because we have boundaries, and that's what we say, right? Wicked Awesome has average of 25 viewers or less in his entire 2 or 3 hour stream. Then when he has draws to giveaway, he has 50 plus viewers, which I find it sad for Wicked because he has awesome stream. But Squidward, that's not sad, because think about it. If he has 25 people in the stream watching, that's a good stream. If he has 50 people show up for his giveaways, then that literally will boost his averages. It'll boost his views. It'll boost his stream average. All those people know about his channel, and when he does his giveaways, those people are going to tell friends to come in. That does nothing but boost numbers. There's no negative out of that. And see, people, you have to change. You have to change your way of thinking when it comes to that. Because a lot of people hate when people come in just for the giveaway, because in an essence it takes away from some of the people that have been there, like their chances. But your chance goes from 1 in 25 to say 1 in 40. So the chances are still good that you're going to win. I understand people don't like the premise behind them just coming in, taking the giveaway and running. But from a stream standpoint, there's no negative about that. So if you look at it from the streamer standpoint. From a viewer standpoint, again, you hate it because it lowers your chances of winning, and they're just there for one thing. But again, if you have to look at it from a streamer standpoint, and that is that it does nothing but get his channel out there. Those 50 people literally boost his channel up on Twitch, higher up. His numbers, his average, everything goes up. And so that's nothing but a plus for Wicked. It's nothing but a plus for him. And so he obviously will see that the same way, right? The problem is he runs one every night, and it's at the exact same time, right? And so I'll run 3 or 4, and they're at different times. So it's easier for my numbers to fluctuate through the whole stream, and his numbers fluctuate in the last 5 minutes, right? So could he do it a little better? Obviously, he could take advantage of it a little better, or switch up times, or do 2, right? Like when it comes to giveaways, you have to be smart. Like we do different events all the time, so we're always mixing ours up. Yeah, from streamers' point of view, it probably helps them in their numbers. It absolutely does, Chag. So again, there's 2 point of views, right? There's the viewer point of view and the streamer point of view. Now, you could also say that with the cheaters in customs. So there's the streamer point of view, there's good and bad. So let's go from the viewer point of view. These people are cheating. They're not making it fun. And they're taking away prizes from people that should win. So from a viewer point of view, it's all negative for custom losers to come in and cheat, right? From a streamer point of view, this is where it's not all positive. And so it's positive because you're running the numbers and they're higher than normal. The negatives that outweigh the positives are insane. So not only do you have arguments in the chat, you have cheating in the game, you're taking away from the actual event, you're going back and replaying, and the line goes out the door. So are numbers really worth the one positive that you could have from customs is numbers? Does it outweigh all the negatives that go with it? Not in my opinion. And there's streamers that'll do customs and they'll suck it up and they'll ignore it and I get it because they would rather run numbers. For me, it's not worth it. I can list 10 negatives for every one positive for customs. So for us down the line, I'm going to be doing tournaments for you guys and girls. So tournaments are fine because we can just disqualify somebody and not give out their win. That's incredibly easy. And they have to follow the rules or literally the whole lobby will just crap on them, right? So it's easy in a tournament. So they can come in and stream snipe me and kill me, and then I'll leave the stream on them. And so every team, I can put bounties on them, say whatever team kills them, I'll give you 500 V-Bucks each, right? So you can control tournaments a lot easier than you can control customs. And so most streamers, have just had enough of that. You only see most streamers go to build, are going to building customs, period, because no builds, the guys that have cheats can laser you from a mile away and there's nothing you can do about it. So I would say that a lot of them are moving forward with build customs, right? There's absolutely so many negatives when it comes to customs. And I would say down the road, if we're going to do customs, we're going to switch to build. I thought that no build customs would take away from the sweatiness, and instead it brought the cheating. It brought the cheating and the teaming. And so if we do build customs down the road, you bring back the sweatiness, but you're eliminating the cheating. And it's a lot harder for people to team on you in the build, right? Since you can build quickly. So you learn lessons as you go along. Do you know what I'm saying? So our lesson learned is most definitely no build customs go right out the window for the amount of cheating and stuff it brings in. And moving forward, if we were to do customs, it would be full build customs. And so people can whine or, complain that the customs, they're building it sweaty. But it slows down the laser beaming and the cheating and everything, right? On the other hand. So, because at least you can defend yourself from those people with building. So you got to remember that. So I would definitely say down the road, we'll be doing build tournaments. We wouldn't be doing no builds. We'd be doing build tournaments. Yeah. And people that we see that come into our customs or into the tournament, and we catch them, we'll make sure that, we have that all over the place. We'll make sure that we clip it. I'll make sure that my stream literally sits on them. We watch them the whole time, et cetera, right? And so there's ways of getting around that. But again, back to the streaming and stress. Look at the stress that customs brings on to people. If we do builds, I'm still going to be, you can do that. But look at the stress that customs brings on to people. It's astronomical. There's so much stress that streamers put on themselves, right? And so just to kind of recap, the first one is streamers need to realize, one, it's summertime. You're not going to run the numbers that you normally would for the rest of the year while kids or people are in school or work. Two, you need to balance family time with stream or work time, whatever you call it. If it's just somewhere that you come to, let loose like I do, it helps, too, with my PTSD, where I can just come and have fun and light it up. So if you have parameters and hours and in a schedule that you do, make sure, your home time and your stream time, are scheduled properly, and so you're mentally good. 3, whether you work full-time, stream full-time, do both part-time, etc., you have to take days off. You can't sit there and stream 7 days a week, whether it's fun or work, and not take days off for your own sanity. Not go and take a vacation, none of that stuff. You have to go and do that. Like that's a must. And so you could see that, I was sick for what, 3 weeks? There was 5 days I was struggling, like really struggling. I couldn't, and that's it. You take it off, you get better, and you come back. There's too many people that are worried that nobody's ever going to come back, right? Like, and that's, you can't have that way of thinking. There's ways of thinking that absolutely destroys, streamers, how they think about stuff, right? Like, I could have a list, this room long about what streamers think and what goes through their head, and instead of analyzing things quickly, learning from them quickly, fixing it and moving on, these people they overanalyze or make things up in their head, or this is happening and shouldn't happen, and like it gets way out of control. Streamers don't take the time off, and they stress themselves out. Absolutely. So it's kind of like I was gone from Tuesday to Friday. I could have streamed last night, but I was so tired from like the vacation, unpacking, getting in, showering, my sunburn, just everything, right? I took an extra night just to decompress. The next day I'll get up. I did my YouTube. I did, my Twitters. We're here doing a YouTube stream. And I'm nice and relaxed, I'm somewhat rejuvenated. I'm still a little tired, but I'll get sleep tonight. And, it's about timing everything and trying to slow down and just catch your breath. And, and so it was much needed family time. It was much needed time away from the stream. Me not thinking about all that stuff. Like, there was so much, just much needed, right? And so when I come back to the stream, I'm fresh. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to let's go. Let's get back into this thing, right? And so if you just keep beating yourself down and down and down and worrying about numbers and, should I be streaming while I'm away? And I took lots of videos while I was away. But did I need to stream while I was on vacation? Absolutely not. There was no point of me streaming while I was away, when literally you can watch the videos later when I post them. It's YouTube content. So why would I stream it all on vacation, right? When I'm supposed to be enjoying that with my family. So people, unfortunately, they just it's in the wrong. Their head's in the wrong place when it comes to some of that stuff, right? So, what is this? I was just like, what the foobar? But yeah, you have to have there's no way, you have to have happy medium, right? And so, like I said, I've seen so many streamers on Twitter that are just feeling that big whoosh, right? They don't have their numbers, or their numbers are down. People aren't coming back in, and they're putting effort into them. And you'll never get out what you put in to people. Like, let people say you get out of what you put into. In not all the cases, that's true. Like, if you put in all this work in networking, and all their money into streams and staying hours and hours and tabs and everything else, do you think you're going to get that back? What percentage do you think you're going to get back from those people? They're doing the same thing you are. So it's kind of hard to get back that hard work that you put in. If you put hard work into your stream, into your giveaways, into your graphics, into your events, into your socials, etc., then you're going to see the fruits of your labor, as they would call it, slowly come back to you. But if you think networking on Twitch and that's it, dropping into every stream on the planet and just networking for 10 hours at a time, if you think you're going to get that back, you're not. You're absolutely not. I don't get that back. Do you know how many streams I go in and chill out, or say hi or get to know the communities? A ton. Do you think I get that back? No. Do I expect that back? No. And that's the difference. That's the big difference. I don't expect back what I put into things because you're setting yourself up for disappointment. And this is one of my biggest life lessons that I've learned is you set yourself up for disappointment constantly. I've set myself up thousands and thousands of times for disappointment, right? Because you say or do something in the hopes that you get it back, knowing you're not going to get it back, and then when you don't get it back, you're disappointed. You know what I mean? It's like putting your money into a stock with the hopes that it's going to go up and you're going to make a bunch of money, but the chances are is that's not going to happen. The market fluctuates from day to day to day, so you're literally setting yourself up for disappointment. And then when the stock goes down, you're like, like every day people set themselves up for disappointment. Every single day. And so it's the expectations has to be realistic to what you're doing. And that's how I feel. Is if you set your expectations of networking. So I'm not gonna name names. There's a person in our past that tried to network or feel that networking is the true way coming from me. And literally they failed because there's no content, there's nobody in their stream. They just think that networking's the end all be all, and they failed. They've gained 10 people in a year, and it's a failure, right? So, streamer, there's a lot more. You should never expect back what you put in. Again, it's situational, Chags. It's situational on what you put in, you get out. It's definitely situational. There's things that you could do in your job or in your daily life or with family or that what you put in, you could get out, right? Into friends. There is situations that you definitely get out or more what you put into things. But there's situational things on Twitch or YouTube or wherever else. So if you just post a video, what are you going to get out of that? 5 views, 10 views? If you post a video with a good title that's a little catchy, okay, you're going to get 20 views because now you're putting in more effort and you're going to get a little more back. If you go and teach yourself how to make thumbnails and put up really good thumbnails, now you're up to 50. Now you're up to 75. Now you're getting out what you're starting to put into it. If you start editing your content, start with the same content and streamlining your channel and learning how to, like I said, edit and do longer videos and then you'll see your 200, 300, 400. We added our giveaways to ours because why would I keep putting thousands and thousands of dollars into everybody else's channel when I can put it into mine, right? And so again, that was part of our business plan, which I don't release my business plan to everybody, but that's why we've seen significant growth in the last 8 months from when I sat down and did a business plan. I'm going to do this and this. After 2 or 3 months, I'm going to do this or this. After 2 or 3 months, I'm going to switch to this and this. I'm going to run this event, this event, this event, and this event for 6 months, and this is why. And the next 6 months, I'm going to run these events. This is why. And so if you write out a plan or a business plan or of what you're doing, when you're doing it, and how you're doing it, and researching along the way, you're going to get out of it what you put in. And again, that's exactly what happened. So I got rid of people in the places that I needed to and restarted and put people around me that I wanted to get around me, right? Then I literally did this and this, got my name out there, did this and this to ensure that it's out there and we support, and now we do this and this, which comes into the community. So again, there was a business plan set up. We executed the business plan, and so we went from 5 or 10 concurrent to almost 40 concurrent viewers now every stream, between 35 and 50. Our Twitter has doubled in size, if not tripled in size. Our TikTok's sitting at almost 3,200, which in the 2, 3 months, 4 months that I had it, we went from nothing to that. YouTube has quadrupled since we started in June and July. So in 2 months, we went from 120 to 460. So we've quadrupled what we're doing. All the money that we had going into all these other streamers and support and that, 80% of that is now back into our channel. So once we've seen the growth and did what we needed to do, and now it's time to invest in ourselves, right? So we invested in everything around us, and now 80% of that is invested into you guys and girls, right? It's invested into us. So whether it's our Twitch giveaways, whether it's our Twitter, our YouTube giveaways, whether it's programs to upgrade what we're doing, because I make my own thumbnails now, all of them, with my own program that I got. I just made my first video the other day of talking about streamers and toss, and so I'm going to start learning and picking up, how to do longer videos and edit, which is better content. I switched out 1 or 2 of our lines or content on YouTube, just for even Q&A streams and stuff that people can come back and watch. So it's just all about learning as you go, right? And so stress is huge, because as you're learning as you go, your stress factor shouldn't necessarily grow, and streamers need to realize. So it does, but it has to be in comparison. So stress for people to grow is their biggest thing at the bottom. And so they stress out. As you get the numbers 10, 20, 30, their stress grows because they need to try and keep the numbers. And what can they do? And. So as your stream grows, the stresses grow a little bit, but the stress changes as you grow. Do you understand? So your priorities change and the stressors change as you grow. And so you have to remember, as you grow and the stressors change and grow, that you need to do that with it. And so again, we learn extremely quickly. You need to learn. You can't sit here as a streamer and mull over things or cry over things, or you gotta have thicker skin. That's it at the end of the day, right? And so you can't just sit here and cry all day. If you're gonna do something, then go do it. It's kind of like my PTSD, right? I look after myself on a weekly basis. I need to go do what I'm gonna do. It's never easy, but if you're putting in the commitment, you need to go do it, and no matter how long it takes. Well, streaming's the same way. You have to have a commitment. You have to learn and grow at the same time. You have to learn and change things. You have to let things go, etc. It's exactly my PTSD training, like what I'm going through, goes hand in hand with me streaming and the things that I enjoy. So I'm giving myself time that I enjoy and something that I enjoy doing, which is streaming, right? And I'm working hard during the day, right? And so streaming, you can do the same thing. There's times to work hard and grow and learn, and then there's times you need to just have fun and do what you do. And so there's that balance. No matter how big you get or how small you are, it's about balance and stressors and everything. And so I've really learned to balance family time with fun time or work time, which is just streaming. Um, what I'm going to put my time in, what I care about, listening to whine and complaints, or I can have conversations and fun with people that want to do the same. Um, do I want to put a ton of time into something that might not go anywhere, whether it's socials or because somebody said or it's a new trend? It's up to the streamer. And again, like I said, there's 50 things to list off about stress, but at the end of the day, you have to learn. And again, this is why this is going so good for me, because what I learned from my PTSD sessions, which are going to take years, and it's incredibly hard, and it's a lot to sort through, and I have my good and my bad days, right? And just like everybody else, but when I have my bad days, they're bad, right? And so streaming's just the same. You have to learn, you have to grow, you have to change, you have to evolve, you have to accept things and move on. Not only, you can't always react how you want to react all the time. So, my PTSD, sometimes I could be a loud, abrupt individual, but I can't always do that because people might see that as threatening, or I'm loud, or I'm upfront, or my voice carries, and I get it, right? But on streaming, again, there's people that come in that'll throw hate on you, or you're my daddy, or someone cheating, or hail to Allah, like those morons over there. Like anything could come in and try and throw you off your game, right? And so I've learned that if I keep my focus on what I'm doing, then I'm fine. So with my PTSD, I have to, you always stray, but you keep your focus, you keep, going every week and grinding it out. And the same should be with streaming. There's a lot of white noise and a lot of interference that's run around streaming, whether it's good, bad, or anything else. When you start that stream up, you have an idea what you want to do for that stream. You put it into place, you have fun, and then you're done, right? And so to worry about all the stressors is ridiculous. I just change things. So it's like those customs and those idiots that think, they literally messaged me and said, we're going to try and end your streaming career by bugging you. Really? That's all you got? That's all you got? All because I took away their giveaways? And so it's easy. So if they come in, they get banned. Go ahead and bring another account in to get banned. So am I stressing out about that? Nope. They try and come into customs or any kind of nights like that they can join. So I took away Tuesday customs. Do I stress out about that? No. Everybody's happy about it. Those idiots lose their prizes. They could come into marbles, we ban them from chat, and then they can't play marbles, and I take them out of the game. What's that, a whole 30 seconds? Should I stress out about that? No. So, again, no matter what people do to stress you out, you just have to be smarter. Just adjust, learn, move on, get around it, and away you go. There's lots of content you can do other than customs. You know what I'm saying? So we adjusted quickly. We moved on. We got around everything. And like that streaming hate raid. So it was absolutely, I should literally thank them, because we were going to work on, now that I'm back, we're going to work on a really cool outro for the stream. And this was an idea like 2 months ago. And so normally we would raid to show, community spirit. But after that hate raid, when they brought in the 20 or 30 bots and said what they said in that one streamer, I was like, thank you. Thank you. Because all you did is literally, they pushed me into doing that idea. So instead of raiding, we're going to do a cool outro that I'll work on the next little bit. and perfect. You pushed me to do that idea that I wanted to do. So, what's up, Skull? Hello. Skull, let me know what you want out of the item shop. I literally have Fortnite loaded right now. So again, it's all about some things are a blessing in disguise, right? A blessing, because all they did is literally push me out of a custom night that we really didn't care to run. We just thought we would run for a different crowd. They pushed me into doing an outro that I wanted to do a month or two ago, and now I can do now, and adding things onto the stream that I wanted 2 months ago. So, you take a negative, you flip it to a positive. It was that easy, and so literally these guys are squashed from our Twitch. They can't win anything on our Twitch. They can't win anything on our YouTube. They can't win anything on our Twitter. They can't, Can we wait for the shop to change? Well, I don't know. See what's in the shop. See what you like. I would rather do the giveaway today. But again, streamers need to be very adaptable. You need to change. You need to find the positive moves forward. Like, that's what I said. For me, my PTSD that I do on a weekly is helping me with day-to-day life, how I should be functioning in life. And again, this is going to take a long time, because there's days that, are just, they're horrible, right? For me, with a lot of things that I get, like I said, with the flashbacks, disassociation, all this bad stuff, right? And so I've just made a commitment to that. At the same time, what I'm learning is so transmissible over to what I'm doing in my fun time, which is streaming, and it helps me cope with this stuff, because literally people can come in and do and say whatever, and I don't care. It doesn't faze me. I don't care, right? And so for me especially, I can transmit skills from one side to the other, and so it makes streaming a lot less stressful for me at the end of the day, right? Or taking these vacations, or so I mean, streamers really need to, or just in your everyday life, you gotta learn how to deal with stress, right? And so I never dealt with stress good. I never did. And the best thing I could have done was, find that PTSD specialist and work with her. I've worked with her the last 2 years weekly, and I'll probably work with her the next 5 or 10 years, because there's so much there, right? And I don't get into it with my personal stuff, but there's just so much there after 40 years, right? That's incredibly, crazy. So I couldn't feel, any better than kind of where I'm at, because I know it's going to get rough in what we do, moving forward with stuff, but they're transmissible skills, right, from one to the other. So it makes streaming funner for me, easier to deal with. The people that come in, any negativity, anything done. Again, surround yourself with a great team. I surround myself with, the mods and admins they're fun to be around. They look after the stream, and they want to be here, right? And so I thank them all the time for what they do. The VIPs literally step up and are here, every stream, and they keep the fun and the chat flowing. And again, it's a great team to put around you for VIPs. I look at it differently, right? The everyday viewers that are here every day, same thing. They literally protect the community and what we do, and keep the fun and right? So it doesn't take one person. It always takes a group of people. But how the front person, literally, that's on the camera, deals with things at the same time also reflects, the community or themselves, or how they deal with things. So again, for me, excuse me, my PTSD skills that I'm trying to learn and incorporate in my real life, I can learn and incorporate in the stream, right? Dom is the best VIP. Could be. Hype, 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 ha, ha, ha. Yeah. But you guys know what I'm saying, right? So, again, my most favorite line that I ever had out of anyone I've ever seen my whole life is literally, you have so much energy in one day to use. And you have to choose where you're going to put it. And for so many years, I put my energy into the wrong places and the wrong people, and I put none into myself. And so that's the beauty of these YouTube streams, is you get to know me a little better personally, or learn things that maybe you can take in your personal life and change. So for me, I didn't put anything into myself. I didn't put any energy into myself. I didn't care about myself. I didn't give two shits about nothing. And so that all caught up. That really caught up with me a couple of years ago. 5-6 years ago, physically. I had the most surgeries I'd ever had in a run. I had like 8 or 9. Mentally, I was just falling apart. I had quit smoking, and I haven't had a drink or anything in 6-7 years. They wanted me to physically be in the best shape that I could going into all these surgeries. And so once you take, if you're a smoker or a vapor, once you take that away, there's a lot of stress onto the body and your mind, right? If you had 2 or 3 social drinks a day with friends, you take that away. That's another layer that gets peeled back. There's people that do drugs. I never did, but there's people that do whatever your thing was that helps you cope with stress. When you start taking those coping mechanisms away, you get down to raw person, right? And so literally 2 years ago, I found it just happened. I just dropped into this PTSD specialist that just happened to be in the same town. And I've been watching for 10 years, 20 years looking for this person. And they're literally in the same town to help me finally. I needed to put my time and my energy into me for the first time in my life. And I'm 42. And so streaming for me was very enjoyable, and playing games, right? Which it is for a lot of people. Even though I'm older, I'm an original gamer from 5 years old from Nintendo on. But just putting the energy into where I wanted to put it, having fun gaming, streaming, learning, that's what I wanted to get back to. And so that's why we started what we did. Also, the PTSD thing, I needed to be a better person, a better dad, a better husband, a better everything. Everything I need to be better at, because my past didn't give me what I needed to in order to be a good person or a good father or a good husband or a good anything. So, which happens a lot with people, right? Your past dictate who you are as a person when you get older, or the path that you take, right? And so it's the exact same thing with streaming. Is literally, you dictate what you're doing that stream. You dictate where you're going to put your energy and your fun, what game you're going to play. You're going to dictate where your energy goes in chat, to what people you're having fun with, or observe, or have conversations, or read their notes. I would rather read somebody coming in and going, "So glad you're back and well," compared to, "When's the giveaway?" So I'm gonna read, "So glad to be back and well. Hey man, thank you. I hope you had a great weekend. Mine was great," and you have a conversation about it. Streamers will automatically, especially on Twitch, our chat goes a lot quicker. And so sometimes you pick and choose what you're going to read. Are you going to read something that's positive, something that's going to be a great conversation, or are you going to read something that's going to pick a fight and throw everybody off their game? Again, pick and choose. Where do you put your energy? And you only have so much of it, right? And if you here's what streamers don't realize. If you've already used all your energy for the day, and you're getting on and you're absolutely exhausted, what's the point? What's the point? You don't want to be streaming. You don't want to be here. You don't have the energy. You don't have the patience. You don't have anything for it. And so you're just struggling to do a stream for what? What's the point, right? And so everybody knows that if you don't see me, I'm always on at 7. And if you don't see me on by 7:30 or 7:45, I'm not getting on. I don't have the energy. Something's come up. That's it. That's it. And so I'm not going to get on stream and not be, at 75, 80, 90 or 100%. It's just not going to happen. It reflects on everybody else, right? It's like showing up to a party, everybody's like, "Woo, we're here." And I'm like, "Yay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah." Like, people are like, "Oh my God, get out of here or cheer up," right? That's the first thing that comes to mind. "Oh my God, Billy, shut up." Like, you know what I mean? Go whine somewhere else. We're here to have fun. And that's what you do as a streamer. Is you should have fun. Everybody else around you should have fun. What's going on? Some laughs. Like, what? At the end of the day, I mean, again, you can treat it as a business. You can treat it as your full-time job. You can still do all that. But if you don't have a passion, you don't have any kind of fun, you don't have anything for it, what's the point? What's the point? Right? So, stressors. It's all about stressors and how you deal with those stressors as a streamer. Take your life situations and incorporate them into streaming. If something's pissing you off in the stream, ignore it. Ban them, get rid of them, right? If a game's stressing you out to the point where you just want to rage quit, switch a game. Go to just chatting. If something you've seen or is bugging you in real life, or you don't want to talk about it, or you're really down and out, don't stream. But again, you can't expect yourself to be positive the whole time. Streamers want to be perfect. There's days that I get on, I don't want to be positive the whole time. If somebody's being a dick, I'm going to be like, "Hey man, you're being a dick. Shut up." Right? Like, and that just happens. That's life. That's reactions. That's who you are, And again, that's just how it goes. So, don't try and make yourself be that perfect person. Don't stress yourself out constantly. Things will come. The work will come. Everything will flow if it's meant to flow. If it's not meant to flow, then it's not going to flow, right? And that's it. At the end of the day, it's not. Streaming's not for everyone. Most streamers get caught between 15 and 30, and they can't grow. If we happen to get over that hump at 40 or 50, if you can hit 40, 50, 60, you're kind of over that hump and you're going to keep growing, right? But again, to keep stressing yourself out, I was gone for a week and I never once thought about my Twitch stream. I didn't at all. Because when we come back, what are our numbers going to be? 20, 30? Maybe? It's going to be a little slow. It's summertime. People don't know necessarily when we're coming back. They're used to us being on every day, and who knows? Maybe they found someone else. But again, I'm not gonna stress out because our numbers coming back are 25 or 30 people. That's not gonna, because once we get back to streaming, our numbers will go back up. So I'm not worried, And it's just like coming on YouTube. We always do 5 or 10, and that's because I was out of rotation for the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks of streaming YouTube because I was sick or on vacation. And so once we get back into doing our YouTube streams for an hour or two and just get it back in the rotation once a week, then we'll have 10 or 15, right? And so it's always about, just dealing with stuff, and again, some things I'm good with dealing with, some things I'm not good with dealing with, and that's again why I deal with, I have a PTSD specialist that is going to help me deal with those hard issues that I need to deal with, right? And so maybe I'm just a one up on a lot of people, that I have people that are already doctors around me that already help me with dealing with that stuff, right? So I'm just like everybody else. I have good days, I have bad days, I have really bad days, I have crazy days, I have all that stuff, right? Mine just happens to be on a crazier level sometimes, right? Because of the lifestyle or whatever that we had growing up. So again, it's all about just stop stressing. Just stop stressing. If you're literally stressed out to that point, take a holiday. Shut off the stream for 2 or 3 days. Go spend time with family. Go do something you want to do. De-stress. Unplug. That was the best thing. Unplug. Again, people seem to attach themselves, to all this stuff that they feel that, they need to do. And it's like, I would rather be on a beach that was so crystal clear with 80-degree water and 100 degrees outside, getting burnt like I am now, than sitting behind a computer in a dark basement doing work all day. That's where I'd rather be. And so I went and did it because that's where I'd rather be. So I came back, I'm ready to go, I de-stressed a lot, and we're good to go. And that's what you need to do. That's always it's always finding balances and dealing with things, and that's what it is at the end of the day. De-stress yourself, man. Don't absolutely stress about every little thing. I have enough stressors in my day-to-day life about my severe PTSD, right, that I deal with on a daily basis. So that's my number one that I'm dealing with. As far as the stream goes, it's just an added bonus. Do we do a lot of work? Yeah, because I enjoy doing and learning the other things that come along with streaming. I enjoy meeting new people. I enjoy the conversations, the social aspect. There's lots of positives you can get out of streaming. And so I would rather look at the positives than stress myself out over the stuff that you can't control. And again, that's a huge life lesson, right? If you can't control something, why stress out about it? And there's a lot of things over my lifetime I couldn't control, but I stressed out about. And that's stuff that I'm learning how to deal with now. And there's a lot of stuff that's spontaneous with streaming or happens that you can't control, but you got to deal with it right then and there in the moment, right? Like getting a hate rate or view botted or whatever happens, some idiot just coming in and saying something, right? So I've learned a lot over the last 2 years, just transforming as a person. I have a long way to go, but I've also learned a lot streaming and transforming as a streamer in a community and just soaking up knowledge and learning stuff. So if I can pass along, like I said, a lot of things, then I do, right, with these YouTube streams. And stress is definitely one to pass along. You can't stress out about every little thing. You can't stress out about numbers. You'll never get out what you put in with the networking. Don't stress yourself out what other communities or people are saying, because again, do you give two shits what somebody from California is saying about you and I'm in Canada? Nope. Would they say it to your face? Nope. So again, don't let every little thing get to you. You know what I mean? People say stuff. Oh well. We caught one guy saying crap about me in a stream. Did I start getting a little upset? Yeah, I was a little upset just because, we'd been teaching this guy different things and thought that he was good, and turned out that the guy was just a dickhead, and so we just learned quickly from certain things. Just banned him on everything. See you later. Like, do I stress about it? Hell no. That's it. You do your 2-hour thing. You listen to these morons ran away. You do your thing, and then you just move on. Like, it's not. I could care less after that day that it happened about anything that he had to say or who he was. And I'm not even going to lie. I forgot his name the day after. So that should literally show you, right? Like, and I'm not being a dick, but I literally forgot his name the day after. He's been gone, and I could care less. I move on, right? And so that's just what you need to do. Is it happens, you learn, you move on quickly, and away you go, right? So de-stress yourself. Again, if I could just tell people, move on quickly from situations. Don't let it sit there and stir for days or weeks, If you need a break, then go take a break, Balance your time between family, streaming, work, Take the time and invest the time into yourself or your family or friends or whoever around you that means the most. And same with streaming. Invest your time, wisely into the people that are there every day, or the work that you want to do, or the things you want to accomplish. And forget about the other noise around you. And just take a lot of those things and think about them and just de-stress yourself. Don't get on and stream if you're full of stress and you're tired and exhausted, right? So again, I could have done that last night, got on and streamed away, but for me, I wasn't in the mindset to get on last night and stream. I wasn't in the, I was tired and I was exhausted when I got home. And so it was better just to take a night, get caught up on a few things, and take the next morning, get caught up on a few things, and then come in and say hi to everybody, right? And that was the best thing. And so I get on YouTube and I'm good to go. I'm de-stressed. I unplugged. I feel good. My mind is where it should be. Get back to my usual schedule of either streaming or just doing fun things, that help me de-stress and get back to my regular PTSD schedule. And then I'm good to go, right? I'm healthy, for myself and my family, and you'll be healthy for your stream, right? And so that was what I really wanted to convey today. Is there's a lot of streamers that went on vacation, which was great to see the last week or two, but I think there's a lot more that I'm seeing, especially on Twitter. There's probably 10 or 12 that need to take a break, man. Take a break, de-stress, don't worry about numbers. You're not going to get back what you put into networking. That's just a given. Slow down, refocus, maybe it's time to revamp your streams. I don't know, but at the end of the day, this is what you get. Bomber coming back, right? De-stressed. I was in a happy place. I spent the full week with the family. It was just nice. I took some big deep breaths, and I was in two places that I really wanted to be, and that I'm going to continue to go back to, and that gave me good memories, and that's good. At the end of the day, you're going to get. I'm healthier, family's healthier, happier, and that's going to reflect in my Twitch streams, right? I'm going to be happy to be back and see everybody and ask what they've been doing, and genuinely feel that way, right? I'm going to genuinely feel like I just kind of cleansed myself out for a bit. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at. And today I'm catching up on work, our new YouTube video that we released, and Twitter giveaways. Chags, the family loved it. It just, sometimes it's a lot, right? So when you're gone 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and then you come home, it's like sometimes you feel more exhausted than when you left. So you got to take an extra day or two to kind of unwind to get back on your feet, right? And that's how we were. And so Mrs. Bomber could have gone to work today. Instead, she took another day just to kind of relax, get, her feet going and away, And same with me. I could have streamed last night. I just too tired, needed that extra night and day, and then I can be on tonight and enjoy it. So it was good. It was good. They're just places that we love to go. We're going to go back yearly. And like I said, we're not done. It's still August, right? We're not done with our daily trips or we might want to go to the falls. I want to travel 2 hours up north to a couple different places as well. We want to head in a different direction that I really enjoy going to. So again, it's all about doing this stuff while you can. The weather's nice, and it's a good time to de-stress yourself anyways, in summertime, because it's going to get cold. Fall time's here, then before winter's here, it'll drag on 4 or 5 6 months, and then you're ready to go summer, right? So and the bigger events that we come out with and drop are going to start earlier this year. So instead of doing November into December for Christmas, we're probably going to release an event in October. And so, that's when things start to really ramp up and a lot of work ramps up. And so I'm slowly doing things behind the scenes to add now that'll make that a little easier the time we get there, right? So, yeah, it's been good. It's been good, right? Yeah. And again, Chags, you feel the same thing, right? Is you guys have done so much touring, you know what I mean? Whether it's Paris or going, and then you're traveling over to Amsterdam. You need that day to go, okay, like, we've seen a lot, we've done a lot, we're all pooped. It's been 3 or 4 days of constant go, and you need that one day just to kind of simmer down, and then you're ready to go, right? And so that's what I did yesterday, and I'm doing today. I'm just getting caught up on stuff today, and then tonight's stream we'll be ready to go, right? Ready to go and light it up. So yeah, it's good. I just wanted to get on and just talk about that quickly. It's been almost an hour and 20 minutes. I got more work to do, and I'm going to have lunch and stuff like that. But again, I just wanted to get on and tell people, take a few days, de-stress yourself. And I mean, this was good too, because, all the mods, VIPs, and everybody in the channel at the same time, take 4 or 5 days off from the grind anyways from our channel. I know they were probably in 20 other different channels, but it's also good for them to have a break and come back and enjoy and do what we do, right? So, can I get the Blaze skin? Ooh, isn't that like the Renegade Raider part of it? The Blaze skin would be good. Isn't that what the Blaze skin is? Yeah, that's the Renegade Raider one. Ooh. Dude, I'd be all about that. Yeah, I'll do that right now. The Blaze skins, I like that because it's the Renegade Raider series, right? Yeah, dude. Absolutely. I'm on there right now, so I'll do it right now. Okay, so it's not under Pick-a-Pal. I'm guessing it's going to be under Skull Crusher then? And it's 2 ones, right? See, sometimes it's under Skull Crusher, sometimes it's under Pick-a-Pal. So I'm going to give it to you right now. It's got the back bling that goes with it too. Sending gift. All right, Skull Crusher, there's 1,500 V-Bucks. Blaze sent to you. Sweet baby Jesus. Let's go. I'm actually going to buy this because I got 1 item remaining for 600, so I'm going to purchase something for myself for the first time in a long time. Imagine I bought a skin for 600. Ta-da. Imagine. So there you go. Blaze is really cool. I'm down with that. So that's all of our giveaways done. Cut up. Look at the draw. Yeah. But still, that's a good skin. I bought it as soon as it came out. I'm not even lying. I literally bought that as soon as it came out. That's one of those things that you need to have on those Fortnite accounts. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got a few videos I'm just going to post. I'll post 1 or 2 on Hover, and then post 1 or 2 on TikTok and eat lunch, and then I'm all caught up with posting our socials. I got a couple of thumbnails to make, and yeah, just chill out. It's a hot day out, so Again, I'm burnt really bad, so I don't want to be too much outside, just today. But yeah, hopefully, again, you guys can just take one or two things away from what we talk about. And if you can implement them into your IRL life, then it works out perfectly, right? And these are just things that I learn as I go. Again, we just have good conversations and suggest things and talk about it and life experiences. And what up, August? Hello. And it's good just for us to have these chats, right? This is what our YouTube's all about, is just chatting, getting to know each other, real life scenarios, streaming scenarios, and just chatting and giving different perspectives and point of views, right? POVs on, different things. And I noticed a lot of people were stressed out. You could definitely see it on Twitter, and it was good that I de-stressed, and just if I can give 5 or 10 different things on perspectives on why you don't really need to stress and where you should put your energy. And because I'm just learning that from my IRL and my PTSD specialist and right. So it's not like I just blow this crap out of my butt. I'm learning this too as we go, right? And so if I'm learning this as we go, if I can pass it on to other people, and maybe they can implement or take something from it and change or add on to, or that's perfect. We've done what we wanted to do for the YouTube stream, right? So that's what it's all about. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go up, have some lunch with Mrs. Bomb Diggity. Enjoy a bit of outside time. I'm going to come down and finish up some of my socials, etc., etc. And we'll be on tonight for Twitch's stream. Have some fun. I'll line up some of the, giveaways for tonight. And just see how everybody's week went. I'm interested to know, Chags, I hope your trip is amazing, dude. Paris and Amsterdam. Enjoy every minute of it. Feel free to post some pictures in our chat. You know what I mean? I would love to see them. I'll be posting pictures and videos of some of the spots that I went, which were phenomenal. And again, just enjoy your trip, man. It's that's a once in a lifetime, trip to Paris and Amsterdam. So enjoy it for sure. But yeah, I will see you guys and girls tonight. Hopefully, again. You got something from today's stream, and maybe, again, you could just look at things differently, add on, or, just thank you for being here and chatting with me as we go. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to enjoy my day, and I will see you guys and girls tonight. 100%. I'll be back. So, guys and girls, enjoy your day. It's 2 o'clock. I'm going for lunch. Glad we could do this quick YouTube stream today and go over some of those stressor topics. And I'll see you tonight again with our giveaways and get to catch up on what everybody's been doing. Ooh, right? All right, guys and girls, thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting. Again, it was nice just to be back, do the YouTube stream, and then we'll head over to Twitch at 7 p.m. tonight like our usual. Doing our giveaways, having fun. Pistol, have a great day. Chags, August, Skullcrusher, have a great one. And I will definitely see you guys tonight for some fun.